Warm greetings to one and all person here. Let me introduce about myself. My name is Mr. A. Jasmine Aknaraj, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. Today, in this lecture series, we are going to see about the subject design thinking. Under the subject, we are going to discuss about the topic and problem validations and user discovery. So here, validation means itself and whether checking whether the given information is right or not. So whether the inputs which we are giving is right for the questions which we that is asked in either in an applications or elsewhere. So here, if you want to know about any problem validations and in user discovery, user customer discovery in the context of a design thinking, so then they maybe have and they have matters and then how they are done. So we need to consider what it is matters and then how they can be able to process it. So next one. So if you like, I can able to share the templates of a local examples India Tamil Nadu to make it an more and concrete. So for an examples, we can able to use to make use of and sharing those informations if it is needed. So next one. So what they are, user discovery means, so what it means. So what mean then user, the one who is going to use the product which is given by us. So next one. So it is a phase where you are trying to deeply understand the user. So here you are going to give the resolutions for the users, so that and we need to understand deeply. So what is the need of the users and what he is and what is his expectations and who they are and what they do and what they will feel by giving the solutions for their problem. So then the environment they exist in, which environment they are having, and according to that environment we have to give the solutions and what are the pains they are feelings and what are their motivations and what are their behaviors and what it means and how they can able to feel about an empathy. It is not like an just saying and explicitly. So it is just we have to correspond thoroughly or roughly to the emphasize and then yearly define and discovery phases of and design thinking. So here we need to have to define the process or examine the process of an emphasize means and an understanding what is the user need. So we have to next we have to go either early in the define or discovery stages in a design thinking process. Next one. So we can able to continue with the topic and problem validations. So here once we can able to have a hypothesis and about a problem, that is means by having the process of an discovery and an interview and an secondary research, you can you test whether the problems are really experienced by the users or and it is an importance to them to solve this problem or an widespread enough to make solving them are worthwhile. So it is means and we have to consider whether the really the user is being and experiencing from the problems or and it is a matter to solve the problems which they have seen or to make them a non-existent or a non-prescribed problems that we have to consider. Next one. So why they matters means, so they are matters to in order to reduce the risk factors, that is help to avoid the building solutions and no one needs. So here we are going to help to avoid the building solutions. So where we can able to give the solutions for the problems, then we can able to have a better alignment, ensures the team is working the right problem. So unless and we are analyzing the what is the real time problem, so we cannot able to give the right solutions for the right problem. So next one, we need to check with an efficiency, saves times and money by avoiding features that are irrelevant, better outcomes, more useful usables and an adapted solutions. So we need to check what will be the better outcome. So when we are giving the outcome, so it should be an more useful for the users, one who is expecting the solutions from us, and it should be an useful for all type of end users where we are focusing to give the solutions for the problem, and it should be the adapted solutions for the particular problem they are suffering from. Next one. So what are the steps and process flow? So here if you are taking to solve the problem, so we need to follow some of the steps. So it is means that putting together a discovery plus and problem validations often looks like this in practice. So here we need to combine the discovery process and problem validation process. So by combining this validations and discovery problem, we can able to get the resolutions in a clear manner. Next one, plan and prepare. So in order to give this process steps and a process flow, so we are going to see about a plan and a prepare. So what is meant by a plan and prepare is, it is nothing but a define what you want to learn, hypothesis about an user problem. So here first we have to define so what we are going to learn. So what is the problems of the users that we need to understand. So here we have to go with an hypothesis, means that an user's problem, identify the users group and stakeholders. So to whom, to which group we are going to give the solution. So what are the stakeholders, who are the stakeholders who is going to have to use our solutions. Next one, we need to choose a research methods. Next one, discovery phase. So what is mean by discovery phase? Means it is nothing but an conducting an interviews and observations and then surveys, field studies, etc. So collect the data, qualitative and then quantitative. So the data should be in an number of information should be there, that is the quantitative, and it should be an well was giving the result. Next one, we need to emphasize. So emphasize means and gaining understanding of their feelings, behavior and context. Synthesize and then define. So what is meant by synthesize? Means it is nothing but we need to create an affinity mapping, clustering to and find the themes, and creating an personas or an profile types. So here we have to create a profiles for different types of people, so those who are having affected by the discovery phase, where we have to give the solutions. So next one, we need to create a map users journey to find a pain points. So here what are the pain points they have suffered from this previous problems. So we have to create a map user journey and to find, in order to find the pain points. Next one, so defining the problems. So how can we able to define the problem? Means form a problem statements, or an how might we style questions, or a rank problem by an severity, frequencies and an business impact. So form the from problem statement means, so how might we can able to solve the problem by asking and questions, and we need to have a rank problems by severity, frequencies and then business impact. So next one, so we can able to move with that problem validations. Validation means ensuring whether the given information is working right or wrong. So for that, so test problem statements with the users. They do to recognize them. Do they care for the problem? Next one, so we can able to conduct an use surveys to estimate and how many users experience the problem, how intensely, possibly light-weighted experience or shadowing to see an actual behavior. So here, if you are checking a validation problem validations, we need to check on how many users, how the users can experience the problem. So how much they have to feel, and we need to check the pinpoints of the users problem. So next one, iterate and then design. So here, if we iterate means it is nothing but so validation is a strong and then proceed to an ideations and then solutions. Still we are getting the desired solutions. We can able to keep on continuing the process until we are getting an proper solutions. If not, we have to revisit discovery. Perhaps the initial assumptions were wrong and dig deeper. So we have to go further. So if we are not getting that information, so we need to go for a further approach or a process. Thank you, Anurag, for giving me this golden opportunity.